Hello YouTube, welcome back. This is Cryptbeards XVIII, episode... I don't fucking know. Shall we play a bit more? Ignore this starving llama, starving alpaca business. We'll sort it out, no problem. Don't worry. Right, in we go. So, oh, by the way, bye. So, what happened last time? If I remember rightly, we had a siege, maybe two, last time. Oh, hello. Hello, Fuzzy. We've got some new sound effects, by the way, YouTube. They may become intrusive. If you don't like them, leave a comment. It may be too late when I actually get the comment, when I publish it, but regardless, these are being tested out. This may not sustain. Anyway, so where were we? Yes, last time we had a couple of invasions, and we sent a load of people out to invade somewhere else, which apparently only had 10 people in it, and we sent 20, wasn't it? And they mostly came... Well, they didn't come back. I was going to say they mostly came back dead, but unfortunately, the corpses of our fallen brethren and sistren are strewn all over the enemy fort, and probably irretrievable. To that end, I've set up a few more military units, but we'll have to see how they fare. We also, if I remember rightly, we got a second vampire last time, and so maybe we want to set up a nice little... Oh, no, we did have a siege that got in, didn't we? Look, there's bedlam round here where we've had invaders become too deep in the fortress. Become too deep in the fortress? Okay, yeah, that's not the best phrasing, but it'll do. It'll do for now. It'll have to. It's where we are. So, what's going on? What do I want to do? What's my plan for the session? I mean, part of me is thinking maybe time for a mega project, but other parts of me are thinking, whoa there, scoundrel. Hold your horses. Step back a second, survey the land, see what's going on, and maybe that's a good idea because we could be stepping into things foolhardily. I don't really have an idea of what I've got in this fortress now. We've got this nice little vertical stack of workshops and stuff. We've got our little stash of adamantine. We've got our graveyard. We've got some craft dwarf workshops, but beyond that, it's not very developed, so to speak. Maybe I should start thinking, someone in the Discord mentioned, I think it was Orchimedes, if it wasn't, sorry, but someone in the Discord mentioned a tavern, and I feel like that might be a good thing to have. It's a handy thing to have, but the problem we had with it last time was that far too many bards and whatnot started showing up, and we were constantly being pestered, and at first I didn't realise what I was doing, and I just said, yeah, come join us, bards, and we ended up with a fortress that was half useless bards, and honestly, I don't really want to repeat that. So I'm thinking, not only do I not want all these visitors necessarily coming into the fort and joining us, but I don't even want them physically getting too deep. So, with that in mind, maybe we should make an external tavern. I mean, it could be madness, or maybe we extend out of the mountain and make an external compound. A couple of walls, maybe. Well, at least 3 would probably make more sense. I mean, we don't want to have, just one open side. Then again, we probably do, because at least 3 blocks wide, because we want those wagons getting in, don't we? Then again, we could make the trading post external, couldn't we? Maybe. I'm not sure. As you can probably tell, I'm feeling indecisive tonight. I'm not exactly jumping at solutions to the problem of what to do. I'm sort of weighing up all the options. Let's have a look. Oh, hello. Who's this? Hello, Cupo. Got to have an exterior tavern for day drinking. That's a good point. Yes, you don't want to be staying indoors during the day and having your booze. You want to be out on a park bench somewhere with holding a bottle in a brown paper bag. That's the best bet. Yeah, I think we'll build a tavern. And to that end, let's quickly check where everything is zoned. Okay, all the gathering and... Oh yeah, we needed to put some. We needed to put that starving alpaca and llama in the grazing zone, didn't we? Let's do that. Pen pasture information. Let's take the non-grazers out and bash. Okay, using the wrong key to scroll. Oh, hello. For a while they wouldn't clean outside, so day taverns would get covered in puke. Ew. Well, I suppose as the risk you run really when you open a tavern, isn't it? I mean, you are selling products that could potentially, in fact, have a high potential for making your clientele vomit. But, a bit of sawdust might sort that out. I mean, if they're not cleaning it up, the sawdust is going to get pretty thick and goopy pretty quickly. But, dwarves probably wear sturdy boots. Not in this fortress, I haven't got them to make any yet, but dwarven feet they don't worry about sick. Now the dwarves just try and mop up the blood rain forever. Oh, well, yeah, that does make sense. I imagine blood rain falling out of the sky. Where else would it fucking come from? That was a totally tautologous statement. Blood rain appearing would set them on a bit of a cleaning binge. Because I don't think anywhere, even on... I can imagine a scenario, probably doesn't happen. It's a hypothetical bug where the dwarves start cleaning all the blood up and then all they do is expose dirt and keep going until eventually they channel the entire map away just from furious scrubbing. It probably doesn't happen, to be honest, but it'd be a fun little... I was going to say gimp, a fun little bug if it did. Gimp? Where did I get that from? Okay, anyway, what are we going to build our tavern out of? That's a good question, scoundrels. A very good question. Actually, have all these trees suddenly regrown? Didn't I cut a shitload down up here? In fact, yeah, I did. I cut the entire forest down at the top half here. Maybe we could do that. Build a nice big wooden fortress outside. Then again, we do have an enormous number of blocks. Tell you what, we're going to make a tavern, and we're going to make it... Oh, wait, that's the refuse stockpile full of old bones and bits of rotting stuff. Do we want to make a tavern there? Maybe not. I mean, we do have this little secondary mound, sort of pseudo-mountain next to the volcano. And we could put the tavern in there, and we could call it the Baby Volcano or something, and have beer frothing out of the top constantly, like some kind of Vesuvian volcanic eruption. That's probably a little ambitious. I don't think we're going to be able to make that happen. But, maybe we could do the whole mountain thing. Put the tavern in there. Could have a ditch at your entrance. Put like 2 to 7 units of water filled from buckets. Ditch at your entrance. 2 to 7 units of water filled from buckets. Then they walk through the water and clean feet inside the fort. Oh. You know what? That is not the maddest idea I've ever heard. Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? We could do this little... do the cut here. Just channel down, fill it with water, and boom. Lovely, clean dwarves. They'll step out of the puke corridor into the blood corridor. Blood corridor. Don't dwell on that phrase for too long. I've made the mistake of doing that only for a nanosecond too long, and unfortunately it's conjured up some quite distressing imagery in my mind. You can build a repeating bridge triggered by the water to smash contaminants too. That's not a bad idea. Although part of me feels like I want to experiment with spikes and pressure plate weapon traps and stuff more. Because the cage traps and the weapon traps we have are all very basic. And I've been watching Krug Smash, haven't we all? And some of the stuff he does with the old spike corridor is quite interesting. I could set that up. It's a little bit, more messy than the cage traps, but it does probably kill more stuff. I mean, it definitely kills more stuff than cage traps. At least quicker, because I'm not sure if I'm actually feeding anything in these cages. Do I even have to? What sort of trap? Let's not sit here just musing for hours. Let's unpause the game, and we'll pop in this little cleaning trench. It's a good idea. I like it. Wait a second. If I channel here, will that have magma pouring in? Let's be careful. Let's just do the channeling here. There we go. And then we'll fill it with water with buckets. Oh. The Hillocks of Speartapered has been founded a short walk to the north and looks to your thriving economy for its future prosperity. Okay. Fine. Suits me. You do that, lads. You let us know if that's working out for you. And if it isn't, then just shh. There we go. Let's ignore the corpse stockpile. In fact, that's not a corpse stockpile, is it? That's actually just refuse. Do we have a corpse stockpile? I'm not sure we do. That may explain the number of bones we have laying around. And our graveyard is probably woefully under-equipped with graves, isn't it? Let's put an order in for some tombs. JM. Let's just check. We haven't got more in here. Nope. Okay. Q. Coffin. There we go. Construct rock coffins. And I would like... How many should I put on order? That's a good question. I mean, we could order like 100 and have like a huge backlog ready. Or we could just order them... I could actually figure out how many dwarves died and put that many coffins in. No, that sounds like hard work. Let's just order 50, like I normally do. That makes sense. Good. And we should probably put these at higher priority, shouldn't we? So, if we go there, how do I move the priority up? P. Almost as important as our steel armour. That's a good thing as well. I should check how much of that we've got. Oh no, we've just started. We've just unpaused the game. It's probably exactly the same as last time. We'll let them work on that, and then we'll check later on. Give it a look. They're not coming up to channel that thingy, are they? Oh, hold on a minute. Are they all in the burrow? Military screen, alerts. They are in the burrow, but no longer. They are free to explore. Excuse me. Got to remember to drink this before it goes cold. Too often I sit here and I flap my gums and I whiffle and I waffle and my drink goes cold, and then when I finally go for it, it makes me gag. In fact, last time it made me spit a bit of the coffee out and it landed on my keyboard, which has caused issues. But they seem to have rectified over time, so hooray! Hooray, hurrah! Okay, the dwarves are all heading out and doing whatever it is they need to do. Are they going to retrieve that body? Of course they are. They're good dwarves, nice dwarves. They don't just let the fallen lay out in the mud. No, they put them in a nice rock box and leave them there. Okay, so, tavern then? I think so. Let's just cut down all the trees over here. Excuse me. Hickey wickups. There we go. Make a nice big area, and then I am going to... How do I build floors? Is it B, C... Oh, look at that. F. Oh, look at me. I'm a bloody genius. Now let's make a nice big floor. Blocked. Is that because there are trees there? Oh. Bugger. Bugger. Don't forget to keep exploiting the map. Exploiting the map? What, you mean getting out there and raiding other places? I mean, it's on my mind. It's a thing I want to do. However, I'm not entirely sure how doable it is, considering last time we sent 20 against 10 and, well, we got, what, 3 or 4 of them come back? And they didn't even get that much experience for it. Apparently, being wailed on by elves is not a good learning experience, which is a tragedy. I mean, we don't really do any fighting here back in the fortress, do we? Because it's pretty well defended by these drawbridges when I get them timed right. I was thinking, actually, maybe we could do more with drawbridges. There might be an option to put more. Well, there isn't really, is there? Because the pit beneath it is kind of the key feature of this little fortress zone here. Right, they seem to be chopping these trees down, which is good. However, it's taking them a little while, which isn't good. But once those trees have gone, we'll put the foundations down for a tavern, and then we'll all be getting happy jolly times with their little bellies filled with booze. Ah! Hello. Here we go. Okay, no, that was all right. It's all right. It's all right. We didn't make any lava leak. It's fine. If I say I for a zone, and I make a zone, there we go. Enter. And then we'll call that a pit pond with P, and we will say F is pit. F is pond. There we go. And then what do we do then? No, that's not how it works. Is pit. We want to fill it with water, don't we? Oh, damn. Does anybody know how to do this? I'm not so sure on the bucket chain. Could drown a few prisoners in there, actually. That might be good. Got a dog in a cage. Why have we got a dog in a cage? It doesn't seem sensible. Hello, Spurwer? Spurwer? Have I got that right, or am I grossly mispronouncing your name? Regardless, I'm sure you'll get me right. What's up? I'm just trying to figure out how to do a little nice foot bath on the way into the fortress to make sure all that surface puke doesn't get brought back down into the depths. Unfortunately, I can't remember how to do it. I've made this a pit/pond, and I'm pretty sure I need to make it a pit, and then what do we do then? Dutch for sparrowhawk. Oh, is it? No, no. I'm thinking of something else. I thought the sparrowhawk was the fastest bird, but it's not. It's that one that dives. I can't get distracted by bird of prey talk right now. I've got to get this pond sorted. This pit has to be filled, and in order to do that, we're going to need to get some dwarves to do it. PF capital P. Okay, so hang on. Hello, Miner 001. The trail of green shows the character for your fortress. The sun is evil. Yeah, I mean, we'll wall ourselves in eventually. We've got the facility to save ourselves. We've got drawbridges and pits and all that jazz. Don't worry. It's just, every now and again you need to send someone up to the surface, and we haven't got to the stage yet where I'm withdrawing to the depths forever. But it's going to happen. Eventually. So where were we? We were PFP, weren't we? PF. No, that's not right. That's in the wrong area. I, and then P. Yep, done that. And then F? No. Capital P. F? If I make it a pond, will they fill it with water automatically from buckets? Or... Cupo, you monster. You beast, how dare you. Designate a source zone and then designate many pond zones to fill it faster. Oh, okay. Well, let's do that then. Let's do this properly. Rather than buggering around, being a silly Billy, let's think about things for a moment and actually... There we go. There's an activity zone. No, I'm still removing activity zones. Let's do this properly, he says. Doing it wrong immediately. That's a pit pond information. It's pond. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so that's one of them done. Here's another one. P. No. Pit pond. Hang on a minute. There we go. Ah, fantastic. Done it now. Good God. So much effort. So much think. Brain party. There we go. P. There we go. We're getting there finally. Everybody, just relax. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to get sorted. Right, there is our... there is our pit/pond. And then we need to make a water source. I've got a well. Will that count? Tell you what, it's probably easier just to get the water from over here. Not in the winter time, scoundrel. No, sir. Let's head down to the well then. I can see a bucket chain forming. Maybe they're already doing it of their own volition. Let me head up to the surface. What is that noise? Oh my God, the tap is dripping like crazy. Please bear with me a second. No, scoundrel, the layer above the hole, not in the hole. Oh, you sound like my girlfriend. I jest. Terrible joke. Let's go up one floor then. And here we go. I stop removing zones. Bang. Here comes a zone. There's another zone. There's another zone. It's a pit. Oh, look at this. So efficient. Capital PF. Escape. There we go. Capital P F. Escape. Capital P F. Escape. There's something very satisfying about managing a quick keyboard shortcut in any game or software you're using. Just executing on them makes you feel lovely. Oh, pardon me. They'll fill it. Good. Good. It'll be 3 max, and you'll have to turn it off for about once it's about 5 full. Okay. I won't have you. Sip. I think I've finished the coffee now. I have. Oh dear. I got a little flake of limescale from the kettle there. That was disappointing. 5555555555858. Okay. Sure, Oafsalot. Anyway, where were we? I was making that fill up. It's good. It's filling up. That's nice. And to stop them from filling it, do I change it from a pond to a pit? I'm assuming so. Let's let it get full to 5 and then we'll sort it out. How's the tree chopping going? Let's see if we can build that base yet. It's a very cleaning keyboard. Always the way. Sometimes it's even worse cleaning a phone screen because it'll actually construct potential sentences from autocorrect. Man, sometimes I hate autocorrect. Hello, Maria the Destroyer. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Lots of new people coming in. How you doing, everybody? Anyway, where's this floor? F. That's the key we want. Let's make it bigger. More flooring, please. There we go. Oh, yes. A nice big square. Now, I think what we're going to do for the tavern is I'm going to make one big lot of floor. And what are we going to make it out of? Some kind of block, I think. Some kind of block. Let's make it out of... Ooh, hear that whistle? Oh, obsidian blocks. If we've got over 100 obsidian blocks, then bang. Who doesn't want an obsidian floor? I mean, come on. Even saying it is fun. Obsidian floor. Oh, yes. I wouldn't mind one of those. Very good. Although, actually, I'm now thinking about it, there are issues with that. Obsidian is a kind of glass and it can chip. And you can imagine giving yourself some fairly injuries if the floor were chipped in the wrong manner. I was about to tell an anecdote there about an injury a friend received once, but it's actually quite grim, and I think some people may find it horrific. Although, if you've been watching for a while, I may have told this one already, so just refer to the MJ fish tank story, and that's what I was about to talk about. But I'll spare everybody else. Actually, I was out today, and I was sitting waiting for an appointment, and I heard a thump noise that I thought was like a slow car crash outside the building. And then I heard this, help, from up in a stairwell. I leapt up, ran round, and someone was laying on the floor. She'd fallen down the stairs and landed in the stairwell. This is not a joke. I'm not actually going to get to a punchline, so if you're all bracing yourself thinking, oh, this sounds like it might be funny, it's not funny. Yeah, she fell down, and I got there, and I thought, what the fuck am I going to do? And so I ended up saying, are you all right? Which was possibly the most feeble response to someone who obviously wasn't all right. And then I ran and got one of the security people and said, you might want to call an ambulance. And they did. But they ended up having to call the fire brigade as well because she was quite a big lady. And apparently the paramedics just couldn't manage. Anyway, there you go. That's my day. How you doing, everybody? What am I talking about? I shouldn't be telling that story. That's very rude. You are building the tavern outside in front of your gate and barracks. That obsidian floor will be red soon. Actually, I imagine that obsidian with a layer of blood on top of it actually has a quite cool look, as long as it's fresh. I think once it started to go the way of the black pudding, I think it's probably not going to look so good. But fresh, oxygenated blood, just gently layered on, I think, I mean, it's going to be very difficult to do it in any way, like hygienically for a start. Let's not even get onto the ethical issues. I mean, it's going to stink, basically, isn't it? Why am I talking about obsidian floors covered in blood? There might be something wrong with me. Oh no. You're currently sick. It's snowing in Canada with a thick warm blanket around me and watching people play Dwarf Fortress. Seems like a good thing to do if you're not feeling very well. It's probably a good thing I didn't tell the fish tank story. If you're not feeling well already, that would be bad. man, when does it stop snowing in Canada? I suppose there's parts of Canada where it doesn't stop snowing, aren't there? Well, I mean, it stops snowing, otherwise there'd be like miles of snow. There'd be Antarctica level ice sheets on top of Canada if that was the case. But yeah. Very slippy. It's also, it may be slippy, but it's equally wipe clean. And, if all our dwarves are going up to the surface to visit the tavern and hear the inevitable deluge of bards that arrive, I mean, maybe that's good. If it's a nice wipe clean glass surface, all that vomit can be just, scuttled off to the side and no one will have to worry about it. Enough of this madness. Let's build some walls on this bad boy. Here we go. W. I got distracted. Got very distracted. Did you notice? Bet you did. Let's put a wall there. Also made out of obsidian blocks, of course. Obsidian. Let's not make it out of raw obsidian. It'll take forever. Obsidian blocks. There we go. Bosh. Lovely. And then we need another wall. This one's going to be vertical. Excuse me. Burping away like some kind of caveman. There we go. More obsidian blocks. Lovely. And we'll put one right there. Oh. You know what? I thought the keyboard sound would be intrusive. So far, I think it's been okay. It's not mad. Did I just build a ramp? The fuck? I don't want to build a ramp. Why would I build a ramp? Stop it, you madmen. Remove building. There we go. Let's have a little look. Anything that prevents a brawling dwarf from dodging into the lava. That's probably a good... Well, no, we can have walls on the exterior. So as long as they're inside having a fight, which technically is not what you want, but as long as they're inside having a fight, the lava is not so much of an issue. Although, we'll see about that. That may be a bit of a crazy thing to have said. Build, capital C, W, there we go. What do we do here? There we go. No, that's my mouse pointer was making it look like there was already a wall there when there wasn't. Okay, so there's another wall, also made out of obsidian blocks. We'll pop a single block wall in there, of course, obsidian. And then we're going to have, do you want a double? You can do triple wide doorways, right? Screw it, let's do double wide doorways. We don't want to do triple wide doorways, that's madness. Here we go. Double wide doorway, lovely. Bang, obsidian blocks. And there we go up here. Obsidian blocks, obsidian blocks, obsidian blocks. What's in the way here? What's the deal with this? Am I missing something here? I think I might be. Hey! Building present. Too close to edge. Dum, dum, duh. How close to the edge can I get? Don't push me. I'm close to the edge. What's wrong with me? Stop it, scoundrel. You're an idiot. There we go. Let's put a wall there. Bang. Then, what's this stuff in the corner here? Let's try putting some more wall bits in there. Here, building present. Here, there, everywhere. This has come out very weird. Very weird indeed. I went to a bar with a glass floor balcony one time. They'd put a sign warning the girls. Well, I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, it seems madness to build a glass floor where people can stand underneath it. That's just begging for trouble. Tile types can place those walls if you really want them, or bridges. That would be interesting. Making all of the walls of this place out of drawbridges, so that if anyone stands outside and tries to attack the tavern, we can just slam the walls down on them. Of course, that may have implications for the roof. I'm not entirely sure I've thought this one through properly. Huh. Okay, so we can't build them there. Does the wall actually go up to there? Hang on, let me lean in a bit. Maybe? We'll let them build what I've designated and we'll see where it goes from there. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm placing too many orders. Better to make all the walls and floor out of gold. Gold! Oh, well, I mean, how much gold have we got? Now's the time to take a little peek at our stocks, I think. Let's have a little look. What have we got? First of all, we'll look for gold. The man said gold. We have 1 rose gold bars. So, gold perhaps not the material du jour. We've got, however, quite a bit of steel. Oh, yes. 4 steel breastplates of exceptional quality. 2 pairs of chain leggings, also of exceptional quality. Some chain leggings of masterful and superior and finely crafted qualities. We've got helms, greaves, high boots, mail shirts, picks, spears, breastplates, greaves, and helms. It's all good. It's all good. Steel is so hot right now. How's our silver situation going? Silver spikes. Very nice. Very nice. The answer to what to do next is invariably dig deep and greedily. Well, Clinadev, welcome back, by the way. I have done quite a bit of digging. We've cleared out round an adamantine spire. Oh, well, thank you very much, Rando. Much appreciated.
Steel, so hot right now.
That's right. And text-to-speech guy put an unusual amount of emotivity. What's expression into that? He normally very, very deadpan. Excuse me, I think my brain's shutting down. He's normally very deadpan, but he seemed quite cheerful there. Thank you very much for the bits, by the way. Yeah, right now. So where were we? Spurwer says, maybe make a pillar at the centre of the tavern. After the bridges are down, invaders can come in. If it gets out of hand, pull lever attached to pillar and bring down roof. You know what? That is interesting. Diggy diggy hole indeed. These are some dwarves and they are digging many holes. Little bit of copyright infringement dodge there. Just change the lyrics just enough and then hopefully you'll be all right. So we looked at the steel, we looked at the gold. Oh, let's have a look at how much adamantine we've actually got. That sounds like a good idea, scoundrel. Well done. It's almost like you know what you're doing. Adam. So we've got a flask, which of course was a legendary artifact, and we've got 42 adamantine wafers. If anybody in chat can do the maths and tell me what wonderful things I can make with 42 adamantine wafers, I would be interested to hear. But however, don't necessarily expect it to get made. I'm kind of saving up for a bit of armour and some swords. Although, having said that, as I was about to say to Clinadev, we have taken pretty much all of the sweet candy that's available safely, in inverted commas. So we'll see how it works out. Yeah, anyway, sorry, yes, I was Spurwer was saying the cave-in trap thing. That seems like a plan. Maybe put a dummy tavern out there. We'll have a secondary tavern with we'll draw a picture of a goblin with big boobies on the outside, and then all the goblins will turn up and go and run inside, and then slam. Up come the walls, down comes the ceiling, death from above, etc. Maybe less aggressively growled, perhaps. But yeah. Pave the fortress with adamantine. Good lord, that sounds like it's going to use up the adamantine pretty quickly. I'm not sure 42 wafers is going to get much done in terms of paving. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Spiked adamantine balls. Rando. That does sound very expensive. Trouble with that, though, is we're going to make spiked adamantine balls, and then we won't be able to trade them for anything, because the people won't be bringing enough stuff to make a decent trade for spiked adamantine balls. I think armour and swords are kind of the use du jour, so to speak. Let's get out of this menu, because we're just sitting here watching nothing happen. So I'll let this tick along in the background for a bit while I keep up with chat. 42 adamantine mugs, again, very expensive. Have a system that if you hit a lever, the slots in the ceiling opens and lava pours in. See, I do like that. It has a strong visualization. I can see it. I can imagine it. I can hear the screams of elves as they crisp up like leaves on a bonfire. But I can also hear the sizzle of goblin armour and weapons melting away to nothing, and me not being able to pick over their corpses like some kind of weaponry magpie. Some kind of carrion thief. Carrion thief? Uh-oh. Hold on a minute here. Well, let me just catch up with chat, and then we'll see what's going on here. Just pave the nipples. Paved nipples. That's. I mean, what is that? Two little tiles of paving stone for each dwarf. How many do dwarves have nipples? Do dwarves give? They do give birth in this, don't they? Of course they do. Of course they do. They're not dug out of the ground like bloody orcs. God, know your law, scoundrel. A hammer for my hammerer. Now that's not too bad an idea. Although sometimes I feel like when justice is served, I would like it to be a spectacular splatting. Because, it's just justice. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe an adamantine hammer, because an adamantine hammer does allow for sort of whiffle justice, where they just gently go dink and tap them on the head and say, "Oh, you naughty little fellow. Oh, here's your justice." And, I don't think that's going to work, is it? No. Well, yes, it would. I mean, it saves anyone I don't want actually to die, but they're dwarves, aren't they? They're mainly replaceable. So, adamantine condoms prevent the spread of dwarven babies. Now, that might work. That might work. A learned weird giraffe. Yeah, I'm going to read that in a minute. I'm still catching up with chat. You're very chatty today, so why not make hay while the sun shines? What happened to my voice there? Hay! Why not make hay while the sun shines? Does collecting goblinite work out for you? I sort of assumed that was pretty much a retired meme these days with dwarves being so whiny. Well, I've been watching Krug Smash and he's been sticking those in weapon traps, and I thought, why not? All the weapons I've been making are far too precious to be put into traps. So, I want them in the hands of my military. So, just bung them in there. You built a roof out of goblinite copper. Plus you can melt it down as well. I do have lots of smelteries melting stuff down at the moment. Anyway, let's take a little look. The weird giraffe scholar Bilalo Ficadala has come. Oh my god, I pronounced that name first try. That's amazing. A large giraffe twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow spring green. Its dark brown hair is unkempt. You now will know why you fear the night. That transposed some words there. That was terrible, wasn't it? So let's have a little peeky poo at our giraffe-aroo. Where are you? Is this him? I can't tell which is the one that came before and got beaten down. I think that's this one. This must be the little fella. Okay, so, you little giraffe bastard. Let's see what we can do. I'm thinking alert. Pull the lever, wait for him to transform, and then sally forth to dismember him forthwith. Post haste. Post haste, not boast haste. I'm not entirely sure why I said boast haste, but I did. Let's go over here, set the borrow alert on. Bingo. Everybody inside. Quick, quick, quick. There we go. With alacrity. With pace. Come on. It's an urgent move. Where's the bastard gone? Is he still down here? I don't see him. I hope the little bastard hasn't transformed and gone in with everybody else, snuck in. Like an infiltrator. Well, not like an infiltrator, as an infiltrator. I don't see the bastard. Let's quickly have a little look at our others list and see if we can find him. Bilalo Ficadala. What a name. What a bloody name. Let's go to him. Here he is. He's... Oh, there he is, yes. Chasing some of the llamas. The llamas may die often to attacks and sieges right now. But to be honest, I think they're a valuable distraction. I think they're actually quite useful out there. It's good. It's good. Let's have a look at what chat's saying. Make a trap room launching coins. Asphyxiation by legal tender. Does sound good. I like the idea. Hello, Sergeant Indy. Welcome back. Peter Mayhew. Peter Mayhew. The name really rings a bell. Who is that? Where am I? I know that name from somewhere. Peter Mayhew. You'll have to fill me in, though. It slips my mind. I saw that too. Sorry, I'm just catching up with chat here. Sorry for the distracted mumbling. Exactly, yeah, the llamas, they absorb... Oh, Chewbacca, of course I knew him. Yeah, yeah. Well, I didn't know him. I never met the man. But, I knew of him. Ah, that's a shame. Ah. For some reason... Wait a minute. I mix up David Prowse, Peter Mayhew, and the guy who played Jaws in Moonraker. Was that... Is he even... He may even be one of the two people I just mentioned, and I'm not sure. The guy who played Jaws in Moonraker carves, or used to carve, should he no longer be alive, statues out of margarine. I think that's true. You may want to check that. Citation needed. Maybe we'll have to ask him. Prowse's Jaws, yeah, there we go. And the Green Cross Code Man, although that may fly over the heads of non-UK citizens. he did a road safety campaign where he was a superhero called the Green Cross Code Man. Jaws was Richard Keel. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. He wasn't... what was the guy? What was... Knick Knack at a gold... not Goldeneye. The man with the golden gun? Hervé Villachez or something, wasn't it? Yeah. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I appear to be coughing everything up. Let's get back into the game. I'm getting distracted here talking about... let's take a moment. In fact, probably, just out of respect, we should probably put an F in the chat for poor old Petey. There we go. There we go. Still, hopefully he was a pretty old lad. We don't want to think about people going, oh. Yeah, we had a friend of ours go recently. Bit of a shame. I didn't really know him that well myself, but he was fairly close with my partner, and unfortunately he was very young. Oh shit, he's coming. Okay. Do we risk sacrificing these lads on here? I think we have to. And that very neatly pulls us away from the dark place. Isn't that good? Who says weird giraffes don't have a use? I certainly don't anymore. Let's pull the lever, and we'll do it now. And are we ready? Fingers crossed. Here we go. Dwarves. Fuck. Okay. They're in the miasma now. There's no real way of knowing what's happening until we see the combat logs, but I'm going to guess significant losses. Right. Let's do a little combat-y reporty. The planter? No. The elf scholar. He's not just a giraffe, just in case you're wondering what that sound was. I was spitting. Not really, just making a spitting sound. Maybe I should actually spit into my mug. I'm so furious that this bastard's an elf. There we go. Can't use that again tonight. Although maybe I can. Add a bit of boiling water. Won't harm anyone, will it? I'm the only one drinking it. Disgusting. So, where were we? Elf scholar. Let's take a look at his combat reports. The rear giraffe scholar grabs the sutura by the first finger left hand with its right upper arm, and then immediately releases them again. Okay, so then that's the point they turn into an elf scholar. Okay. All right then. Well, I feel like there's only one sensible response to this scenario, and that is to cancel the order on that lever, which has probably already... Shit, it's already been done. And pull the lever. Do it now. There we go. Cancel out the other one, because we're going to be catapulting our lads into oblivion if we don't... Actually, there he goes. Look at him. Well, that's not him. That's the suturer who got his finger caught in the other guy's arm. So where's the elf gone? Where's the little bastard gone? Let's press U to have a look. There we go. Friendly my arse. Look at the little bastard. He's come into the barracks. What does he think he's doing, bringing his filthy lycanthropic tendencies in here? I think we'll have to show him what is what. What? Kill humans? Huh? Okay, let's get all of our little lads attacking this little lad. There we go. We don't want to kill humans or whatever it was you were doing. Just kill this lad. There we go. Where's he going? Is he trapped in a cage? He's vanished. He's just stepped into the miasma coming off the corpses and vanished. Let's see if we can follow him. Oh, hang on a minute. The order's gone, which means he must be dead. Well, That means it's time to pause the game and head over to Dwarf Therapist and find out who got bitten, who's infected, and who I have to get rid of. Dear oh dear. No bites? Well, we don't know. We don't know yet. What's going on here? Ah, there we go. It's come back. Okay, let's read the dwarves. We had 113 adults, 10 children, and 1 little vulnerable baby. Let's see how it's changed. We've now got 110 adults, that's 3 deaths, 11 children, and 0 babies. Although the numbers there suggest the maturation of a baby rather than the, shall we say, death of. Yeah, well, why sugarcoat it? Dead babies. Sugar-coated dead babies. Yum. Don't know why I'm putting the camera on all of a sudden. Probably not the best phrase to say when putting the camera on, is it? Ah, well. Anyway, let's take a look at our little vampire crew here. These are the vampires. Yep, vampire, vampire, vampire. Wait a minute. Did we put the third vampire in the little lockup? I have to check the vampires. But anyway, let's keep going down here, and ooh, it looks good. It looks like we don't have any weird giraffes. Every attack was fatal, which on one hand is a terrible tragedy, but on the other hand, excuse me, it's wonderful news. Wonderful news. There's nothing like a fatal lycanthrope to really make your day a roller coaster of emotions. Right, let's not sort by... In fact, let's sort by migration wave and see who's about. I'll do a quick refresh again, just in case. We're werewolves, not swearwolves. Oh man, I normally can do a fairly decent New Zealand accent, but in that scenario, just there, where I attempted it, it didn't go very well, did it? No, it went very badly. Very badly indeed. Good film though. If anyone's not seen What We Do in the Shadows, I would recommend giving it a tickle. Have a little go, see what you can do. I mean, in terms of enjoying it. I don't know why I said see what you can do. That doesn't really make any sense, does it? Anyway, enough of this madness. Let's go back to Dwarf Fortress. We don't appear to have any weird giraffes. So let's not worry too much about it. Oh, someone's left a message in the Discord. What's that? Oh, Buckshot's gone live. Okay, fair enough. Oh no, that's not it. Oh, it's Clinadev again. It gets me every time. I'm like, oh, there's a notification. I'm so excited. And then I realise, oh, I'm streaming Dwarf Fortress. Of course. Anyway, enough of this madness. Unpause the action with spacebar instead of escape, because that will work. Let's press M for the military screen, A for the alerts, and get this one off. Not like that, you perverts. And let's get these bad boys working again. I think most of these walls will have been suspended. Yes, so... in that case, we'll unsuspend the orders and make sure that everything actually gets built. Won't that be delightful? Don't know why I said it like that, but I felt like it. Just felt like it. And who are you to stop me? What am I talking about? I'm just babbling now. Let's just get these sorted. I hear the chip-chat clitter clattering away, so we'll have a little look. Clitter clattering? Oh, that doesn't sound safe for Twitch. Don't think I should have said that. Alright, here we go. Boom! There we go. Okay. Everything should be working again. Let's get them into work. Oh, hang on a minute. He says, barely able to breathe properly. Let's flip that switch. Oh, hang on. They've done it. Is that going to go down? We'll watch for a second. We'll see. We shall see. Oh man, I think one of my favourite film quotes, Rando, would have to be "Your mother ate my dog." ... Not all of it. Also from a New Zealand film as well, Brain Dead. Or if you live in America, I think it's called Dead Alive over there. It's Peter Jackson's, in my opinion, magnum opus. I'm not saying Lord of the Rings is bad. I'm just saying I prefer some of his earlier work. That's all. I'm an early Jackson fan. Peter, not Michael. Let's drop that. Move on. On to the next topic. Hello, Zathrasi. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Reporting in from the Kid Fox Discord. Oh, well, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you have a good time. And Joel Mader. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Back? This is the first time you've been here. And thank you for complimenting my transitions. Lovely. They are great films. Bad Taste has, a lot of charm to it, but it is fairly basic. Meet the Feebles is fun in a way, but, if you want something that kind of fun, I'd go for a Troma movie. Personally. I enjoy it, but it's got problems these days. What doesn't? And then, of course, Brain Dead / Dead Alive. I kick ass for the Lord, etc. In fact, I think, let me just check this out. Mother, that's not spelled right. Mother ate my dog. There is a command in my chat that says it will respond with the correct response if you type in "your mother ate my dog" typed correctly, along, of course, with "cram," etc., etc. Sorry, excuse me. Such sweeties. Oh, of course, Claire, you're responding to the people who've come along on your behest. And they are very nice. But of course, you're the candy man. You brought them here, Mr. Wonka. Mr. Willy Wonka in disguise. That's a weird way to talk to someone, isn't it? Probably best to back off on that one. Okay, we've let this run for a bit. They've started building the walls. That's a good sign. Not Peter Jackson, but the TV series Brain Dead was an excellent show, cut down before its time. I'm not familiar with it. I'm not familiar with that one. The name does ring a bell, but is that just because of the movie? I'm not sure. I've got Netflix again. I've been unsubscribed for so long, they've given us another free month. Incredible. I didn't realise you got to, do it again. Should have really just... held out to use it until Christmas. But hey, there you go. What can you do? Zima Blue. Very good. Love and Robots. I know I'm a bit late to the old party on that one, but well worth a watch. Anyway, let's start putting some more walls in, because right now I'm not doing anything, am I? We're just watching these dwarves run around like crazy, and what you want is hot constructive action. You want some serious building. Oh, yeah, look at the bloody foundations on that. Whoa! As I'm sure very few people have ever said in this world. I need to remove some of these floor things, don't I? So let's click there. No, I don't want to place walls. I want to remove walls. How does one do this? We need to go through a B order, don't we? B. D. Is it? B, D? No, it's a D. D, B, and then... No, it is apparently B. Oh my goodness. Build. No, it isn't. There isn't a D. It must be... My goodness, how bad can a man be? Remove construction. That's why I couldn't find it, because I was looking for the word deconstruct. Can we do that with a mouse pointer? Of course you can't, scoundrel. That would be so easy. So simple. So straightforward. Why would you be allowed to do that? The universe doesn't work that way. Madness. Absolute madness. Been sniffing the old Mercury again. Okay, here we go. Put that order in. Once they've removed those floor tiles, we'll be able to pop some walls in. That'll be nice. Very handy. Very handy indeed, walls. I mean, they're so useful for holding up ceilings. You wouldn't believe it if you hadn't seen it already. Nobody seems to want to do this deconstruction, do they? Let's put some doors on. Build door. Place one there. Obsidian doors, of course. Man, we got so much obsidian. Bingo. Lovely. Obsidian floor, obsidian walls, obsidian doors. This is going to be the hottest goth night spot in the world. All they need to do is discover how to create neon black lights and we'll be away. A couple of felt-backed posters. It's going to be glorious. Actually, no, felt-backed posters aren't really the domain of the goth. I remember I watched a comedian once who said the difference between goths and metalheads is a mortgage, which I found quite funny because it kind of holds true. Who was that? That was Andrew O'Neill. Well worth a watch. If you can find him on the old YouTubes, give him a peek. Make a Gothic spire, a mini project. Could do. Well then, technically, Zathrasi, you're not a metalhead. You're a goth. That mortgage, that makes you, it means you are required now. In fact, from now on, worldwide, everybody who has a mortgage is absolutely required to wear white face paint and a top hat. That's it from now on. Come on, Cupo. I mean, all right. Let's just analyze this thought for a moment, okay? Think of all the metalheads you've met, and all the beer they've drunk, and the head banging they've done, and the waking up in ditches. Okay, it's not a universal trait, but I find it more common amongst my fans of metal brethren. And then the goths you meet tend to have sort of like historically sourced clothes and frilly lace and stuff like that. I'm not talking, I mean, the goths I knew back in the day are probably slightly different. I'm not talking necessarily Robert Smith in The Cure goths, although even then, I mean, it just seems like there's a certain... Being a goth is slightly more middle class than being a metalhead, I would say. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe I'm being a prejudiced bastard. It's entirely possible. Oh, I think we may have a different conception of goths. No, we're back in the day, I used to know a few. Of course, I used to go to a lot of Vampire the Masquerade live action games, so that kind of probably skewed the statistics in that regard. I mean, were it not for that, I probably wouldn't have met quite so many. I even went to a club in London once called Slimelight, which was very gothy. Didn't comport myself with the most dignity in the world ever, but hey ho, that's your teenage years, right? Long gone. Long gone. Exactly. There, they've got the money for the clothes, they've got the money for the mortgage. And if you're a true fan of metal, you don't need that fucking house. You just need somewhere to crash. That's how it works. It's, it's almost on a level of sort of crusty gutter punk. Do love a bit of punk as well. Not listened to so much punk lately, though. This isn't really relevant to Dwarf Fortress in any way, is it? I'm just sitting here waffling about random nonsense, and you're sitting here thinking, does this have a point, scoundrel, or should I be fucking off? Should I be leaving? Do you want me to stay? Maybe you should do some Dwarf Fortress. Or maybe you're less judgmental than that. Maybe I'm putting words into the mouth of the viewers that really aren't meant to be there. It's almost the 20th anniversary of The Matrix. Shit. How can it be that long ago? Oh my god, I'm nearly 40. Oh well. C'est la vie. Literally. Are we playing the Let's Feel Old game? We can do. I mean, I don't feel that old. I feel quite young, to be honest. But yeah. Yeah, the Matrix film being 20 years old is a bit of a mind bender. I mean, we've had some people move in over the road recently, and as I was watching them unload the stuff from my driveway, I was sitting in the car about to pull out. I thought, oh, maybe I should say hello and sort of like say, oh, we're new round here too. And I thought about it and went, no, I'm not. I've lived here for 7 years plus. There's no way I'm new round here. And then I chuckled to myself and went, talk to your neighbours, you fucking idiot. Shut up. And put myself straight, which is good because you can't have stuff like that going on, can we? Oh my goodness. Talking to the neighbours. Whatever next? Home Alone is almost 30. Yeah, I've seen Macaulay Culkin these days. He's older. Significantly older. I'm trying to resist saying stuff that, is not kind and based mainly on documentaries that may not necessarily have 100% truth to them, but yeah, I mean, he did have a fun fair in his back garden. Okay, maybe I went a little bit too obvious there. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's see how this construction's going on. They've not removed all the floor tiles yet, although apparently these ones here are not possible to remove. Let's give this a go. Let's DN. Come on. Remove these floor tiles. Oh, now I can designate with the mouse. Sure. Okay, that makes sense. Not being able to remove these doesn't though. Why can't I remove these? Come on, what are you doing to me here? You trying to make me cry? Oh, hang on a minute. They're not even built yet. I don't even have to do that. I can just... Oh, scoundrel. How do you shame yourself so thoroughly and comprehensively all the time? Pressing X, but it's not actually... Oh no, it's cycling through all these. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, let's put the walls in. Embarrassing. There we go, and bugger, there's still 2 more to remove, but that's okay. In go the walls. Lovely. And we'll do this lot over here. There we go, more obsidian blocks. So there's only 2 more walls to complete that, and then we can put the roof on. Sounds good to me. We've nearly got the obsidian tavern made. SpongeBob is 20. The horrible thing about that is when people say, oh, SpongeBob is 20 years old, I feel so old, I used to watch that when I was a kid. I'm sitting there thinking, I was too old for SpongeBob. I was too old for Pokemon. Oh no, I'm double old. I'm too old for the I'm so old memes. No, that's not true. I'm not that old. They say life begins at 40. And I've still got like almost 2 years. It's good. It's good. Fingers crossed it is actually good, but let's just assume it is for now. I've got to put those floor tiles back in, haven't I, that got cancelled for the build. Luckily, they've managed to code themselves. Oh, I thought they'd all gone green, but unfortunately there's some lovely grey soil here as well. Build, C, floor, there we go. Pop that in there. That's a wall. I don't want a wall. I want a floor. That's it. Good boy. And in there, obsidian blocks. And we can build one here as well. Not a wall, not walls. What the fuck is wrong with me? Here we go. Swearing like a sailor as well, aren't I? We've got people in from the old Discord as well. I should be behaving myself. I should be comporting myself with dignity. Guys. Guys? Not guys. Poise. Guys? Where did I get guys from? Guile? No. Anyway, madness. Let's build some more of these floor tiles because I've not finished that yet. F for floor. And then do like that. Bang. Obsidian blocks. Bosh. That should be good. Did I put one in here to be built? Nope. There's just a dark grass floor. Build. Capital C. F for floor. Bingo. Bango. Okay. Looking good. I think this should yield a fully floored and walled tavern space. Or at least it will if I let the dwarves actually work. The Little Mermaid was closer to the moon landing than the current day. That is a nice fact, whether it's true or not. It's like, I like those facts where you can just troll someone a little bit by saying such and such is such and such, and it's just so close to being totally believable that you'll accept it. I do like those trolls. Come on, people, build the bloody thing. What are you doing? Look at this furrowed soil as well. Is that good for farming or something? Maybe, who knows? Oh, fuck. What's going on here? Why is there lava in the freaking pit? Oh, no, it's blood. Oof. Oof. The footbath is, I don't know, it's gone blue again. They've just poured water in. Is that going to dilute the blood effectively or what? It's good if I looked at this. Everyone was saying, stop it when it gets to 5 deep, scoundrel. You'll end up drowning all your dwarves. I mean, that's not literally what they said. They just said it might be a good idea to stop at 5. But I felt like there was comedic mileage to be found in using a silly voice. Don't judge me. Oh, there's no wall there, just a pile of vomit. Okay, in that case, we'll put a wall there. Build, capital C, wall. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is not the screen I was looking for. Let's try that again. Build, capital C, wall. There we go. Pop that in there and make it out of obsidian blocks. And boom. We're almost there. Of course, a ceiling is also a must. That's just building a floor on the next floor up, right, though. That's all good, isn't it? Let's go up a floor and start putting that in. Build floor. There we go. And we'll make it as big as we can. How about that then? No access to 100 building material non-economic items. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh, right. Okay, they just can't get the materials up there. Which means I need to build a ramp. Right? Ramp will do the job. Let's do it. Let's do that. Let's do this thing. Build. I will look at chat in a second. I recognise there's an unread message there, but I'll just find the ramp thing. Isn't it an R? That's a weapon rack. Can you actually build a ramp? Or is it something you have to dig out of the floor? Could have sworn you could build ramps. Let's try it with a designate. Up ramp. There we go. R. Up ramp. And we shall place it here in the corner. There we go. Is that actually going to get built? Question mark. Doesn't look like it, does it? Let's try again. B. That's the weapon rack. Come on. No, it was D, wasn't it? D. R. Let's try one right next to the door. We can always take it down. Good? No, it's no good. Doesn't want to do it. Bollocks. How do we get up there? Let's have a look at chat. 1969, 1989, 2019. Holy shit. That was the last moon landing. The first was 1959. Yeah, no. Yeah, I see what you're doing there, Cubo, but you're not going to catch me out that easily. No, sir. I'm pretty sure that the moon landing, the first human moon landing, was 1969. Maybe they got something up there? Did they send anything? Did they actually try to send anything to the moon before they sent people? Or did they just go, fuck it, no, bang, people, no fucking around. We're not testing it. We're not trying. We're not going to see if it works. We're going to the moon. It's 1960s, goddammit. This is 1960s America. We can do it. Maybe that's what they thought. Who knows? B capital C R. Can't build on a constructed floor. Okay. You don't get to space on ramps, Cupo. You don't get up to space on ramps. I don't think we can trust your astro history either. Hang on a minute. I'm going to pull a face. There we go. Face pulled. The bigger question is, do lycanthropes transform if you drop your pants? I don't know. Oh, of course. The rising of the moon. Ah, yes. The moon of the undergarments, cleft in twain by nature's need to expel waste. That wasn't normal. Probably best to avoid thinking about that too hard. Are you actually going to build this thing? Or is this just going to remain furrowed clay silty loam forever? Oh, hang on, I didn't designate it, did I? B, C, W, and then, wall. Ah, yes. Oh, we've only got 2 left. Wow. We had the exact number of obsidian blocks required to make this tavern. That's impressive. Although it does mean we can't make an obsidian roof, which is disappointing. I mean, what else can we use instead of an obsidian for the roof, I wonder? Not the only thing transforming. My goodness, Cupo. My goodness. Ah, the sight of a bot. Always exciting. Come on, people. Build those walls. Build the wall. Oh, they suspended it. Damn. Suspend the wall. There we go. Come on, diggy, diggy. Diggy, diggy, diggy. We've got a bloody election come up this month, and I don't even know what I'm fucking voting for. I better get a look on. We got their voting forms through in the post today, and I'm not entirely sure what the outcome of this is going to be. I mean, if history is anything to go by, apparently anything I vote for has zero chance of ever happening. So, you know, maybe it's not the most wisely spent time, but I'll do it anyway. Do it anyway. You got it really, haven't you? A glass ceiling, fuzzy logic. It will keep all the women in the fortress under control. But terribly sorry. A little bit too misogynistic, I think. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Unfortunately, also, we don't have any glass. We don't even have a glass furnace or any sand available with which to make a glass roof. So, difficult. Brexit is attempting to happen. Anything can happen in this timeline. And I mean, we are in the Brexit timeline now. So, the Brexit Trump timeline. 2016, eh? Let's just remember 2015 for a moment, where everything seemed like there was such a thing as normal. And then suddenly the world went, actually, I think you'll find that your idea of normalcy is insanity. Welcome to the realm of Lovecraftian cosmic horror politics. That's what happened. We've gone into the Lovecraft zone in more ways than one. There's no such thing as normal, just different shades of fuckery. Well, that's definitely true these days. But now they've not even bothered keeping up the pretense. No one's trying anymore. We're all running around with our pants on our heads, waving our willies at people, going... Not literally, of course, that's figuratively. Figurative willy waving. I, for one, rarely wave my willy at anybody except my partner. And doesn't usually get me very far anyway, so I don't know why I even bother. Oh my god, what am I saying? That's not true at all. What did you just come back to, Zathrasi? You come back to me staring at an almost complete... Oh, for fuck's sake. An almost completed tavern and musing about what to make the roof out of, but unfortunately, we've had an interruption. I think the onion has leaked out into the real world. Everything's got very brass eye. Very brass eye. Anyway, let's have a look at this one. See if I can get this one's name off in one try. A quick clearing of the throat is in order. Excuse me. Doing my old crone cough there. The Forgotten Beast, Weri Waramenari. Oh, fuck it. No, this one is not a first-time name. Weri Waramenari Mephaiolisei has come. A gigantic salamander twisted into humanoid form with lidless eyes. It undulates rhythmically. Its pale brown skin is leathery. Beware its deadly spittle. Okay, I shall beware its deadly spittle. Now, already I'm seeing some issues here, because this bad boy's turned up in the caverns, and although we have traps between the caverns and the fortress proper, that's not going to stop a forgotten beast. And he started very close. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping and burping one after the other. What kind of barbarian am I? Excuse me. We've got him very close to the stairs into the fortress, which lead up here, right next to our water source. Oh, fuck. What have I done? Do our military have what it takes to deal with a deadly spittle-equipped forgotten beast? Is this what's going to happen? That's true. It's not going to be evil biome bad, Spurworm. But, you know, I mean, I don't like to get political necessarily on the channel. I mean, of course, I have opinions and whatnot, but I have to say, the whole Brexit thing, to me, genuinely appears to be some kind of crazy madness. I don't understand it at all. It just, I mean, only in a weird sort of fantasy landscape does it make sense to me. But let's not talk about that anymore, because frankly, talking about politics causes trouble, and we don't want any trouble here. No, sir. No, sir. Margaret Thatcher's cadaver roaming around. You know what? Probably would prefer that to actual live Margaret Thatcher roaming around, to be fair. Oh God, we're doing it. We're going it. We're breaking the meniscus on the politics pot. We shouldn't. We should just step back and walk away. You have to walk away. Yes, Fuzzy. The salamander. That's what's important. No more politics, everybody. Calm down. Go watch Question Time. That'll hopefully sate your lust for politics. Oh, we may as well unpause this, because there's not much I can do to stop the bastard getting in, is there? I'll set an alert off. Oh shit, I've lost the Forgotten Beast. Whatever. We don't need to be down there to set the alert off. Here comes the alert. Everybody can run into the burrow, which actually makes them closer to the Forgotten Beast than if I didn't. But hey ho. Let's get out of here. And then, now that everyone's back, we can go to you, others. And then Weri Waramanari Mephiolesei, the Forgotten Beast, can be jumped to. And then we press S, A, B, C, easy as berserk violence. And then we do a kill order, we kill that bad boy, and see what happens. Everybody be ready. Be ready. The meniscus, like a thin, a filmy layer across the top of something, like on the top of a drink or something. So when you have like a cup of hot milk or something and it forms that skin on the top? I think that's what a meniscus is. I may be misusing the word, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure. My favourite kind of meniscus is when you open a yoghurt pot and find that a perfect seal has been formed of yoghurt at the top of the pot from the bottom of the lid, and then you get to just poke it with the spoon and have it go. I think that is a meniscus. I think that's a meniscus. Like the anus in your bottom is just an anus. Your body is technically full of anuses. It's just a generic name for a sort. Oh wait, no, it's sphincters, isn't it? Not anuses. No, your body's not full of anuses. Scratch that. Your body's full of sphincters. That's the word I'm thinking of. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like a meniscus is a thing. The bend in fluids in cylinders caused by surface tension. Yeah. Also, a meniscus would be like, when you get like a bubble in a tube and it's just one single wall of bubble. I think that counts as a meniscus. Yeah. There we go. Sergeant Indy's body is full of anuses. Okay. Have you been on one of those programs like I'm a Celebrity? Been sitting down in the jungle and eating extravagantly wild forms of food? Hello everybody, today I'm going to be eating a kangaroo's rectum. Actually, can you eat a kangaroo's rectum? I'm pretty sure the rectum is the cavity, and therefore not technically something. It's like trying to eat the whole out of a donut. There's a t-shirt slogan. Trying to eat a rectum is like trying to eat the whole from a donut. Don't think I'll sell many of those, to be honest. I feel like they're going to be a fairly poor selling item on my merch store if I indulge my whimsy. But hey, I've been known to indulge my whimsies on a number of occasions. I mean, the fact that I actually have t-shirts is almost laughable. Let's keep running. Come on. Up you go. Into the fortress. Not good. But they're running away. That's the main thing. And he didn't appear to spit at all. So, heading back out, are we? Well, here comes one of our fighters. He's giving it his best shot. He appears to be getting spat at quite some... Oh. Who's this burly fellow? Let's have a look. Toulon Avadurist. The cook! Toulon Clobberdagger. What a name. What an absolute lad. What an absolute bloody legend. Look at him getting in there. Let's take a look at those combat reports. Let's see what the chef's doing. 8 pages of Forgotten Beast fighting. Let's go to the top and see how it fared initially. Page up, page up, page up, page up, page up, page up. So, it starts with a wrestler jumping away from the flying Weri Splash Fiend, the Hellish Lies Forgotten Beast extract. Okay. The wrestler hacks the Forgotten Beast in the right lower arm, tearing the muscle. Okay. Hacks the Forgotten Beast in the right upper leg. Misses, charges, wrestler jumps away. Misses the wrestler, breathes a glob of Forgotten Beast extract. This is going to be like that. Do you remember the horse spunk in Metal Gear Solid 5? That's just for people who watched me play Metal Gear Solid 5. Don't sit there racking your brain going, horse spunk? What's he talking about? When was there a horse spunk in Metal Gear Solid 5? Don't worry, it's an in-stream meme. Just let it lie. Don't worry. But that's what I think Forgotten Beast extract is like. That didn't make any sense, did it? Never mind. Extract misses the wrestler. He's looking good. Kicks the Forgotten Beast in the arm. Hacks the Forgotten Beast in the right lower arm. To be honest, this looks like it pretty much went our wrestler's way all the way through. The wrestler blocks the extract with the bronze shield. Nice. Okay, lower body hacks. It's looking good. I don't think this guy got hit. Much as the Forgotten Beast started spitting its extracts around, lobbing ropes of poisoned goo everywhere, it's not done much. Got killed by a chef. I mean, that's got to be disappointing, right?
I am the great Forgotten Beast, Weri Waramanari Mefayalexi. I've come here to consume...
Dead. And then the chef walks away going, I wonder if we can eat this. Do you think this is poisonous? Its spit is, but the thing might be tasty. Should we cook it? No, let's make furniture out of it. An Ed Gein-style belt of nipples should suit this. Actually, no, salamanders don't have nipples. You couldn't make a nipple belt from salamanders. That's insane. I mean, obviously, the concept of a nipple belt itself is actually insane intrinsically. Not, of course, Ed Gein didn't make a belt to go round people's nipples. He made a belt out of human nipples. Quite a weirdo. Let's have a little look at here. What have we got? This chef is the best. Oh, he's obviously... I mean, maybe his cooking is shit, but I don't care. Doesn't matter. The rectum is the final section of the large intestine, so it would, in fact, be edible. Yes. Donut holes are a lie, Fuzzy Logic. They're not real. It's a lie. They're just balls of dough. They're unfilled jam donuts. That's what they fucking are. Donut holes are a lie! I don't know why I got so excited there. That didn't really call for it. But there you go. Cavern to table. Yeah, only the finest locally sourced food for my dwarves. Forgotten Beast salamander. Delicious. Can we actually butcher it? I mean, they should auto-butcher it, right? They should auto-butcher. I should check my butcher shops. I'm saying things like, oh, they should auto-butcher it, but I'm not actually 100% sure that is on the cards. That little pause there, just a little bit behind the scenes information for you, was me deciding whether to say on the cards or on the table. That's it, it's exciting. Sometimes it's nice to peek behind the curtain and see how the sausage is made, and this sausage is full of lips and arseholes. Sorry. Butcher's shop. Butcher a dead animal? Sure, let's butcher a dead animal. And just repeat that bloody task. Get yourself butchered in as much as you can, lads. Please. So, that's that sorted. That's probably going to result in some fine Forgotten Beast treats. Let's take a look again. Oh, hello. We should probably unset these pits, shouldn't we? Because they're at 5, and people said 5 was the level you want the pits to stop at. So, let's go... pit pond? Hello, something's going on. Why am I not allowed to change this? Oh, I'm building one. Fuck off. Don't do that, idiot. Okay, so we're going to remove the pit pond designation. Bingo, and leave it as is. And then hopefully the murky mixture of blood and water that's found its way into that ditch will, in inverted commas, clean the feet of my dwarves, and they'll end up not traipsing filth into the fortress. Although, to be honest, the fortress has enough filth inside it already that it probably wouldn't notice. We're probably going to end up having people just ignoring the filth. Okay, what's this lad up to? Blue exclamation mark. Staring off into space. Tosid clenched gate. Sounds like he's got issues. At least if nominative determinism is in fact a thing. So, where are we? Let me just quickly check the time. Oh my goodness, I've been recording for an hour and a half, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning nearly. Those of you on YouTube watching, let's just say bye-bye with my face. Those of you on YouTube watching, thank you very much for doing so. I'll have to see you in the next one, because this is already feature length, and to be honest, people just don't watch long YouTube videos. They just don't. They see it's over 20 minutes and they go, fuck you. So, whatever. Bye. That was a bit weird, wasn't it?